Hey, what's going on, man? 187 New Breed back again. Back in the front. Um, you know, deal breakers. I want to talk about deal breakers. Deal breakers I have with women. Now, I don't know if you guys have the same thing, but I know this is deal breakers with me. One deal breaker I have with women is, and I may say this, and I know I probably talked about a lot of these on type of women to avoid, the video I did on that. If you haven't checked that out, yo, check it out, man. I go like deep. It's like almost an hour video, so I went deep in there. But I'm gonna try not to go it on this one. But one thing that's a deal breaker with me is a woman that smokes. I don't condone a woman that smokes. I hate, oh my God, cigarettes, weed. Oh my God, man. I can't be in a serious relationship with a woman that smokes. And when I say deal breakers, let me say it again. If you smoke, I'll be cool with you as far as friends, but I'm listening to things that I don't like. That's the deal breakers with me starting thinking about something real serious. So it's not just, if you a friend and you smoke and do that, hey, we can be friends, but as far as like something serious, I can't be with somebody who smoke. That's just no. I can't do it. Another thing too that's a deal breaker with me is a demanding chick. A chick who demands a lot of things. And now I want this, I want that, and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, I don't do too well with demands. Anything that I'm doing, I'm going to do on my own time. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to force me to do anything. You're not going to tell me what to do. So telling me what to do and all that, no. Another one is calling all the time. Basically calling 5-10 times a day. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even call the same people every day myself. So I don't mind a female calling me, every 2-3 days or something like that. Even to just check on me, even if you're friends, to just check on me, that's cool. But if it's like all the time, every hour, all this stuff, I don't like that. And plus it shows insecurity also. So, I don't like insecure women. Which brings me to that. Insecure women, when they just very insecure with a lot of things. Like they don't want you to have friends, and you can't have, you can't be around your friends and stuff like that. Nah. You ain't gonna tell me not to be with my friends. If I want to take some days off to be with you and be with my friends and hang out, nah, I'm gonna do that because I can't. Because seeing your significant other all the time, you'll get tired of them eventually. You don't want to be around them. You gotta leave and go somewhere. So, especially if you work and gotta see them at home too. So that's even worse. So with that, what's another? Oh yeah, another deal breaker is a woman telling me, when are you so when you gonna take me out? When you gonna take me out? And are you gonna take me out? I'm like, look here. If I wanted to take you out or hang with you, I would do that by now. But if I'm not ready to do that, then I'm not ready to do it. Don't rush me. And if you want to go out with me that bad or hang with me, why don't you show some initiative too? Instead of me doing everything all the damn time. Shoot. I'm just saying, you know. And I hate that. And I've gotten a lot of that lately, man. And I'm like, when are you gonna take me out? I'm like, are you gonna take me here? And these are some of my favorite places. I'm like, look here. If I'm gonna take you out, it's gonna be at my choice. It's gonna be where I want us to go. Unless you ain't gonna tell us where I should take you, unless you paying for it. Other than that, it's my money, my rules. Shut the fuck up. Do what you gotta do. Okay? So, another deal breaker is, and I've noticed a lot of this too, with deal breakers dealing with women. And this has to do with Facebook. Ladies, if you have an issue with any of my videos or some of the stuff that I stay on my status, there's something you can do with that. Number one, you can delete me off your list. Another thing too, if you have an issue with that and you're not the type of person that I speak on, then you shouldn't trip. You shouldn't trip on that. I'm so sick of women talking about, well, I don't like the stuff that you say on your videos, and it's very offensive and it's disrespectful and stuff like that. Okay, so are you like that? I'm not like that. Okay, so why the hell are you tripping then? If you're not like that, well, it's still disrespectful when it comes to other women. And I'm like, if you're not like that, then shut your ass up and be the way that you are. If you have an issue with it, don't talk to me no more. Plain and simple. I had too many women that's like that. If you're not like that, ladies, shut the fuck up and keep it moving. Please. I'm so sick of that. Another deal breaker is if you're not classy, if you don't dress classy and act classy. If you talk ghetto, if you do this and that and all that, that's a deal breaker. If you don't know how to dress and every time your ass and titties is all out and stuff like that all the time, and you don't come with class and stuff, and you know what I'm saying, that's a deal breaker. Now, that might not be a deal breaker with a lot of these thirsty niggas, but it's a deal breaker with me, because as I get older, I'm more about class than ass. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring some classiness to you. If it's just all about sex, then what else are you going to bring to the table? So, you know what I'm saying? So, and another thing too, this is one thing that I don't like, and I noticed this at malls, department stores, and stuff like that. I may have mentioned this in a past video. The dirty looks, the mean mugs with women in public, that's a deal breaker too. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Another deal breaker is a woman that rather text than call. You'll tell them to call and then like, oh, I feel better texting. They got somebody. I'm going to just let it be known they got somebody. So, another deal breaker is a person who has kids. or has, or a female or a male that has kids and never been married, especially if it's more than one kid. I'm sorry, I have to say it. I'm keeping it real. If you have an issue with it, get married and stop having kids. And you're not married. Stop. That's been a big issue with you. If you had kids and you're married, that's cool. You did it the right way. But if you never been married and you keep having kids by different dudes, or even if it's the same dude and you never been married, but yet you still call each other wifey, hubby, even though you ain't married, and you know how I feel about the hubby and wifey thing. I did a video about that like 3 years ago. I think it was one of my first videos I did on YouTube. But that whole hubby, wifey thing, I always had an issue with that with people, especially if you ain't never been married. So stop using them kind of terms. You know what I'm saying? Another deal breaker with me is hygiene. If a woman don't smell good, which brings back to the smoking and stuff like that, or even a heavy ass drinker, I don't like that either. Another deal breaker I don't like, you know what I'm saying, is a woman that has a dirty house. If you got a dirty house and it's just all the way fucked up, trash everywhere, it smells, you got grease stains on the walls everywhere, on the top walls, in the bedroom, you got if your floors is sticky, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't had a mop job in there, everything is sticky. If you can't cook, that's another deal breaker. I can't deal with no chick who can't cook. You know what I'm saying? So, how you gonna eat? You gonna get fast food all the time? You not eat fast food, or you just gonna eat ramen noodles or just that quick instant shit? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I don't like a woman who can't cook. Another deal breaker is somebody who got a disease and who ain't clean. That's another one. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that at all. You know, I've even had women on these dating sites say, "Oh, I got herpes, I got STDs and shit." I'm like, well, what the hell you doing on here then? I appreciate you telling me, but being on an online dating site, shouldn't you put that on there up front? Damn. But that's another thing. Another deal breaker is a woman who's had sex more than how old she is. If you're 20 or 30 and you had sex 100, 200, 300 times, that's a big that's a deal breaker and a half right there. Oh no. No. You know, it's not clean. Then that was my past and stuff. I'm like, you put yourself in a situation where you had sex with that many people and you're not even in a relationship. The hell is wrong with you? So, another deal breaker is a woman who drinks all the time. Liquored up, drunk. You got to carry them. All that stuff. Ridiculous. Another deal breaker is a gold digger. Any person that's out for your money, stay away from. Please stay away from them. Let me see. Another deal breaker would be is somebody pressuring you into doing something. Now, if you're in a relationship or you with somebody They may pressure you to get married. When we gonna get married? Everybody else married. When we gonna get married? You know what I'm saying? We gonna get married when I'm ready for us to get married. Well, I got an ultimatum. Don't do the ultimatum, y'all. Especially ladies. Ladies, don't never do no ultimatum. Please don't. You know, don't do no ultimatum. Don't tell nobody what to do. Don't do none of that. I'm just saying, don't do it. Another deal breaker with me, and I've dealt with this a lot of the times during online dating, especially the early part when I first started. Ladies, please make sure that you do something with your hair and that your grill is nice. Back then, I've met women whose hair messed up, their teeth was messed up. I was like, oh, no. You know what I'm saying? And even with guys too, with women, they'll make sure your haircut is nice, make sure you groomed. Speaking of grooming, ladies, mustaches and beards, deal breaker. Don't like women with mustaches and beards. Don't want no woman that's got more facial hair than me. I'm just saying, it's not a good look. I could go by these online dating sites and Facebook and just coming up to women, and I just be like, oh my God, does she got a mustache? Like, oh no. Please go to the groomers, get that wax. Ladies, get waxed. Please get waxed. People who have hating friends or relatives, if they hate on you, they gotta talk about you all the time, talking about how you don't need to be with that person with them, and they have this, they got that, and that's not your type. I know what you want to be like. If they listen to your friends and it should be all about you, that's a big deal breaker too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, another deal breaker is when you out with somebody and they answer the phone or they text during the date or when you out with them. That's a big deal breaker. I've had that done to me too. And I was nice enough, I wasn't tripping over it. And the more was done, the more I got offended, but I just kept it cool. So, I've learned not to do that anymore. Because if a woman does that to me, kept answering her call, answering the phone, and text messaging while we out, and they keep doing it, and they do that more than talking to me and stuff, and what I do is, I leave their ass. I excuse myself from them. I leave, I drive off, and I know it's cold, and it's messed up, but I do that. So, because I don't have time for that. I don't do it to them, so I don't think they should do it unless it's like a real emergency. I can understand that. But if it ain't no emergency and you just answering it and stuff like that, I'm like, nah. Another deal breaker is a woman that doesn't have a phone. They may say, I don't have a phone. My phone is broken. Ain't no woman walking around with no phone. So, come on now. Please stop that. You know what I'm saying? Also, a woman who only calls you when she needs something. I know every guy has been through that. Oh, can you do this for me? I need a ride. I need for you to take me somewhere. I'll give you some gas. I need for you to take me to one of my people's house. And then next thing you know, you taking her to some dude house or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? So, just a few deal breakers that I want to list, man. Holla at y'all in a minute.